Hello and welcome to the Advanced Movement tutorial for Skater XL. I am trying to collate as much information that I know about this game and how to play it into one place, as I think the in-game tutorials are not the best. They're more of a very basics beginner guide and you're supposed to experiment the rest of the way. It's an early access game. They haven't made a full tutorial yet. What are you going to do? You're going to come here, hopefully. So today we're going to be going over advanced movement. Advanced movement is going to cover leg movement, and it's going to cover very oddball movement that might be glitch tech, like riding ledges and stuff. Now, as you know, 4 pushes to get up to max speed, and continue pushing to maintain it. You'll know we talked about high ollie and low ollie in the basic movement tutorial, but did you know that you can actually control the height of your ollie past the low ollie point? Now, if you notice, I'm holding down for a low ollie here. If I start holding down the right stick, you'll notice he has a variable crouch here compared to how low I'm holding it, and that will directly relate to how much height you get on a high ollie. So if you're not getting quite enough height, if you're just slightly below, you might want to hold this down just the slightest bit to get a little bit of extra height. Now, we're going to go over foot movement. Now, what I've been using with the triggers here is what I'm going to call shoulder movement, because your character leans his shoulders when he's in the air, he's pulling his shoulders side to side. When he's on the ground, he pulls his shoulders to do a 360. Foot movement is relative to your shoulder position and 90 degrees in either direction, either holding both sticks in or both sticks out. Let me see if I can do that with an ollie and not make it look awful. This gives you a little bit of a degree of extra control. You might have noticed that when we do a 360 and don't accidentally kickflip during it, because my inputs are bad and I'm inconsistent as fuck because I've only been playing this game for a little while, you might notice there that we don't quite make the full 360. It doesn't quite land straight, and that loses us speed. If we want to gain that speed back, what we want to do is we want to use the foot movement to compensate for the rest of the distance. This can also be used to get a quicker 360 and really nice low 180s. So if you want a low 180, just do a low pop 180 without much movement, then that'll be very easy to do with the extra foot movement and make sure it lands nice and clean. The other things we're going to be going over are wall rides, and I don't really know what you call this, but when you kind of tap the board over an object like that, that might be considered glitch tech, I don't know. But, you know, it does look nice. If you do it right, you can do it into 180s, you can do it into flips if you time it right. And over here, you can also do wall ride flips. I'm not very good at it, but I have done a few. It's mostly just based on timing, like that. Timing and what angle you approach it at. So that's your basic movement tutorial, or your advanced movement tutorial. There really isn't much to very basic movement in this game, but when you combine it with other things, that's where things become very input heavy. Next time we are going to be going over flip tricks and then advanced flip tricks. So thank you and goodbye.